Hello and welcome to another creator commentary. This time I'm going to be talking about two Predator films. The first one being The Predator, which came out in 2018, written and directed by Shane Black, and the second film being Prey, written and directed by Dan Trachtenberg, which came out this year. So first off, The Predator is not a good movie. It was kind of disappointing. There's a lot of weird things that happened in that film. I felt like Shane Black got a lot of studio notes and he sort of just said, okay, and put all of the notes into the movie. So you have this big, overly complicated third act and a lot of weird character decisions and character arcs. You know, the Predator wants to keep Jacob Tremblay's character because he has autism. There's there's some weird things going on in this one. There are still some fun moments, but the nods and Easter eggs to the original felt very forced. And like that's what this movie felt like. It was like a forced film. I think he had an idea for a good Predator movie, and then the studio stepped in and said, hey, you gotta make it more like this. So I think in the opposite end of that, you have Prey, which takes place during the American Civil War, and because of that, I feel like they cracked the code on what would make a really interesting and fresh Predator idea, is that they put the Predator in a point of history and try to tell a really compelling story with the characters in it. And the fifth film of this franchise tells the story of Naru, a Comanche warrior who is a female who is trying to prove herself to the warrior tribe, and in doing so, she ends up hunting and tracking a predator, which also is, you know, kind of making its way through the woods and killing everything in its path. It's supposed to be the Predator's first time visiting Earth, so I thought it was a really interesting take on the idea. And the action is really good, the gore is really good. There's a bit of horror, but I feel like it's more of a thriller, an action thriller. And because of all these really simple elements, it makes for a very refreshing take on this idea of, you know, the original movie. Just sort of these soldiers and warriors stumbling upon this alien creature. And the look of this predator is really cool. It's very animalistic. He has a skull mask that is still infused with the technology, which I think is a really good blend of nature and science fiction. It was really challenging to draw, but I really like the look of it. He's very tall and lean and just kind of downright scary. The face looks a little different than the original, but again, I think it's, you know, the species evolves over time as well. And as you know, throughout the franchise, you know, they introduce all kinds of different types of predators. So I think this is a really great movie. I look forward to watching it again, especially during the spooky season. But yeah, those are my thoughts on The Predator, which was not that great, and Prey, which was pretty damn incredible. There's even really good nods to the original, as well as connective tissues to the other Predator sequels, which make it feel like it wasn't forced, it just came out kind of natural, which I appreciated as well. So those are my thoughts on these two movies. I hope you enjoyed this commentary and watching me draw these different versions of the Predator. Take care, and we will see you on the next.